Attention passionate Buffalo, Bills fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Buffalo Bills' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Buffalo Bills fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Buffalo BILLS FANS. Let's get to the news. So there's some serious buzz swirling around the AFC North, and it's got Bills fans sitting up and paying close attention. Word on the street, or rather from inside sources, suggests that the Cincinnati Bengals are considering a blockbuster move that could send shockwaves through the league and directly impact Buffalo's Super Bowl ambitions. The rumor. The Bengals, currently fighting to stay afloat at 6-7, are mired in a tough season with their defense leaking points at an alarming rate, allowing almost 28 points per game in 2025. And to turn things around, they're eyeing a major rebuild. And that rebuild might include trading their star wide receiver Ja'Marr Chase to the Bills in exchange for a first-round pick, plus an emerging edge prospect, freeing up around $26 million in cap space to fix their offensive line. Now, this isn't just wild speculation. The chatter is that Cincinnati is feeling the pressure. Their cap situation is tight, with about $17 million in available space, and their odds of winning Super Bowl LXI are around plus 120,000, pretty long odds, especially considering their disappointing start. Their offensive line has been decimated by injuries, with 5 concussions so far, and the defense is ranked 25th DVOA, giving up 30 points a game. It's clear they're in a rebuild mode, and Chase's potential departure could be a part of that strategy. At just 25 years old, Chase has become one of the most explosive route runners in the league, with a PFF overall grade of 91. 4 in 2025, ranking among the top wide receivers. His yards per route run is over 2.5, placing him in the top 4, and he's a contested catch monster with a 61% success rate, making him a perfect fit to stretch the field and open up options for Josh Allen. Chase's profile is off the charts. Coming out of LSU, he's been a game-changer since his rookie year, tallying over 800 yards and 68 touchdowns in his career so far. His EPA per target is elite at plus 0.37, and his yards after catch are impressive, over 440 yards in 2025, ranking 3rd in the league. Despite some injury setbacks this season, including a shoulder injury in Week 6, he still played 95% of snaps and showcased his ability to dominate. Standing 60 and weighing 201 pounds, Chase compares favorably to Stephon Diggs, especially in separation rate, and he's proven to be a reliable target with an average of 86.2 yards per game, including 21 receptions of 20-plus yards and 17% big-time catches. From Cincinnati's perspective, trading Chase makes sense when you consider their cap constraints and the need for a serious overhaul. They're desperate to rebuild their trenches after a rough start, with their offense struggling to protect Joe Burrow and their defense allowing far too many points. Reports from ESPN's Adam Schefter indicate that the Bengals are skeptical about their current duo of WRs, with Burrow slumping, throwing 19 touchdowns against 14 interceptions, and their secondary battered by injuries. It's a classic case of a team needing to hit reset, and trading Chase could be a part of that plan, especially if they're looking to acquire draft picks and younger talent to build around in the coming years. Now let's shift gears and look at what this means for the Bills, because if this trade were to happen, it would be huge. Buffalo, sitting comfortably at 9-4, already boasts a solid offense, but adding a player like Chase would elevate their aerial attack to another level. Currently, the Bills rank 16th in receiving yards, with just over 200 yards total, but Chase's addition would mean an instant upgrade of around 320 yards per game. With Josh Allen throwing for over 500 yards and 25 touchdowns, Chase would be a perfect complement, especially considering his ability to gain separation and win contested catches. Those are the kind of weapons that can turn a good team into a championship contender. Imagine Allen with a true deep threat stretching the field. Chase's 91. 4 overall grade would boost Buffalo's explosive plays by over 24%. His yards per route run would add an extra dimension to their offense, and the chemistry between Allen and Chase could become legendary, reminiscent of some of the league's most dynamic duos. The Bills, Offensive efficiency on third downs could jump from 41% to over 56%, and red zone efficiency could improve from 58% to around 73%. That kind of upgrade is what separates playoff teams from Super Bowl contenders, and Chase's presence would give Buffalo a real X-factor in the postseason. Furthermore, this move could shift the odds significantly in Buffalo's favor come Super Bowl LXI. Currently, the Bills are around plus 800 to plus 400 underdog status, but with Chase, the odds could swing even more favorably, especially against top contenders like the Kansas City Chiefs. The potential for explosive plays with Chase and Allen is enormous. Simulations and betting models suggest the Bills could see their chances of winning the AFC increase by over 26%. That's the kind of impact that could define a franchise's destiny, and for Bills fans dreaming of another shot at the Lombardi Trophy, this is exactly the kind of move that could turn their dreams into reality. Now, I know what you're thinking. This all sounds exciting, but it's still just rumors, right? Well, in the NFL, rumors often have a way of turning into reality, especially when teams are under pressure to make bold moves. The Bengals are clearly feeling the heat, and if they decide to pivot and trade Chase, the Bills will be right there ready to capitalize. It's an opportunity that could reshape the AFC landscape, and Bills fans should be hyped because this kind of star power doesn't come around every day. Chase's ability to change a game with his route running, contested catches, and big play potential would give Buffalo an offensive boost that could carry them deep into the playoffs and maybe even to the Super Bowl. This entire situation highlights the incredible importance of smart roster moves in the NFL. Sometimes, a single trade can shift the balance of power and set a team up for years of success. The Bills have already been building a formidable team, top 4 defense, a dynamic quarterback, and a solid core of playmakers. But adding a player like Chase could be the cherry on top, giving Buffalo the kind of offensive firepower that makes defenses tremble and fans dream big. It's a bold move, no doubt, but in today's NFL, bold is often what it takes to get over the hump and bring home that elusive Lombardi. And let's not forget, this isn't just about one-star receiver. It's about the message it sends. Buffalo is serious about contending now, and they're willing to make moves that shake up the league. Chase's addition would not only elevate the team's performance, but also send a statement to their rivals. The Bills mean business, and they're here to stay as a top-tier contender. With the playoffs approaching, every game counts more than ever, and having a weapon like Chase could be the difference-maker in tight situations. In conclusion, if the Bengals do decide to part ways with Ja'Marr Chase, the ripple effects could be felt across the league, and especially here in Buffalo. For Bills fans, it's a tantalizing prospect, adding a game-breaking receiver who can take the top off defenses, extend drives, and make big plays when it counts the most. It's the kind of move that could turn the Bills into an even more dangerous team in their quest for another Super Bowl appearance. So keep your eyes peeled, stay hyped, and let's hope that if this trade happens, Buffalo will be the team reaping the benefits. Because in the NFL, sometimes the biggest moves lead to the greatest glory. And for Bills fans, that's what we're all about. Dreaming big, fighting hard, and never settling for less than a Lombardi. This offseason could be one for the history books, and I promise I'll be right here breaking down every twist and turn for you. Stay tuned, stay passionate, and as always, go Bills. And now, Buffalo Bills fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and TO, the Buffalo Bills. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Buffalo Bills news.